And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And the Golden Bears have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So West Virginia's offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're...
There he goes! And takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So California's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. Let's take a minute and talk about Cap. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblock. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion, looking for a man. It's Lay. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Lay. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. He caught it.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short. Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's late. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. This time it's complete. Gashing the D on the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quickly complete. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rushes on him. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Spits it out to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Give to the back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think.
He smashes his way through again. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Makes a grab on the shot. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming. Still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Just look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage, he had been running wild. Back to throw, it's late. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off his 3rd period with a big play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Newton. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI. Absolutely brutal. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Got him downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
They're up by 21 over Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's late. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds a man on the left. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
A nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Gets open down the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time on target. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Looking for room. It's Newton. Fights off the defender. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They strike first here in overtime.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. First down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Makes the grab on the left.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And he makes the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. Quickly complete. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that'll do it. Ball game called in double OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team